Chris Gayle. For the moment he can't. That's it high. Does it have enough though? Oh, it probably just does. Of course, mid-off was in, so that was a safe shot. I think that has dropped over the boundary for us, Spagiza. Yeah, the fielder there indicated that it dropped just short. Let's take a look, because on the sponge. So 6 it will be. Fog boundary. It's a little strange ball, so not easy at all. And was that's Brendan McCullum. This one straighter. Oh, does it have the distance? Yes, it does. Low, flat, hard, Spagiza. This is exactly what Kandahar didn't want. With such a paltry score, they don't need Bolt getting away to a flyer. Was full. So where does Karim Sadiq with the ball? We'll see. 2 balls still left. Picked up, and that's into the fact. He's on his 12th man for Paul Sterling. No sign of Sterling on the ground. Well, and he might be in action right here. Chris Gayle, once again opting to go big. Over square leg. Huge Spagiza. Will that have to be fetched? Will that be found? Chris Gayle. Well, he's ready for this one. And Karim Sadiq, well, what do I do next? Is the look. Well, it's an interesting decision by Asghar Afghan to keep Karim Sadiq going to Chris Gayle after he was punished in the previous over. And straight away, that decision needs to be questioned, I think. Well, I was quite certain that he would not be given the second over after what happened to him earlier on, because he's not a big spinner of the ball. Now, if you are spinning big, which is always difficult to do with a new ball, then perhaps you can trick Chris Gayle. But if you're going to just dart it in, and especially if it's at length or fullish, then Chris Gayle, knowing that there's no spin, will continue to go for it. Yet, can Karim Sadiq have the last laugh here? And, just over mid-off. Chris Gayle on the back foot this time, thumped it away. And I'm sure there was a little bit of hesitation there, or perhaps Chris Gayle might have thought, has that gone to hand? It didn't. All Brendan McCullum was missing here was a cape, because he flew through the air like Superman, trying to pull that one in. In the end, couldn't do so, but it wasn't for want of trying. The back foot again, that's huge! That's just short of the roof of the stadium. But Chris Gayle is just standing there, no real movement at all, spots the line and the length and just goes through with that. Another Fog Spagiza, and Karim Sadiq is well on his way to perhaps losing this match for the Kandahar Knights. Strange decision to bring him back. Yes, he's really being punished, and punished severely here. 16 off his first over, only halfway through his second, and he's conceded 16 already here. Change of angle for him, over the wicket now. It doesn't matter for Chris Gayle. Fog Salareza out to deep mid-wicket, and even Gayle can find the funny side of things. Yeah, he's a strong guy though. I said I won't use the word strong again for Afghan players, but he is particularly strong. Oh, up in the sky, and that's going to be another Spagiza. Cleared his right foot, Chris Gayle. The length was right, the speed was right, he went through with it. And he's lighting it up here for the bulk legends. Shake of the head from the Knights fans in the crowd. The 50's up, and Gayle has 46 of them. Sheer power. What's the bottom hand? Clubbed away. Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. Sheer power. I mean, you can argue that he didn't time that fabulously, but it didn't matter. So much strength. A sense of just confidence, knowing that I can clear the boundary at will. It has to be that. Shahzad, of course, now suggesting that the ball was a little slippery, soapy, as he cleans up his hands. He does sweat quite a bit. But the bulk legends are well on their way to surpassing 140 and change that they need to win this final match in the league stage. Club down and long on. Oh, and he's gone for 6. Gayle's 50 from just 16 balls. His 6th. Spagiza, 3 4s as well in this innings. Gayle raises his bat, his second half-century of this Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League. Should this have been taken, though?
Well, it's the skipper, and he did try and do his best. He's not the tallest member of the team, and finally managed only to get a right palm on it. There he goes, all the way back. Not the youngest member of the team, and he will regret the fact that he couldn't punch that, but was struck hard, and wasn't really dipping as much as we might have thought. So I'll have to be a little generous with Asghar Afghan, but he knows that that's a big, big opportunity there, and what a fine 50 by Chris Gayle. Only 16 deliveries.
Oh, that'll be 6 more. Brutal. Again, just clearing the front leg. Almost like a forehand smash in tennis. His 7th, Spagiza.
Just the power once again. So, what do we have here? 6, 6, 6. A hat-trick of Spagiza's. This one, the biggest. And he didn't really have to jump out or create any momentum. Just strength and a bit of timing. So he in his mind is saying, sorry, who's Shirzad again?
Yes, Shahzad's got a reputation in this tournament, but as far as Chris Gayle's concerned, reputations count for nothing. 21 hundreds in 2020 cricket, Chris Gayle, and, well, are there enough runs at hand here for number 22?
Shahzad giving only 2 from his opening over, and now 20, because Chris Gayle has taken most of the strike here.
Through his legs for 4 more.
Now you mentioned, Lester, in your pitch report that such a good surface of batting, and probably the Knights should have added 15, 20, 25 runs more just to create that extra pressure. Oh, once again, high up in the air. Lovely timing. 1 bounce over the skirting. He is not missing anything at the moment. Everyone enjoying out here, and why not? Fork 4 once again.
Yeah, opens the shoulders. There's a bit of width on offer. It's a bit of a slower ball as well. He picks it, Chris Gayle, and leans back and massages it over extra cover. Very nearly carries, and he'll take it. 4 more. Into his second over here. Tymal Mills has conceded 11. Down the ground. Tell you what, it's gone hard, low, straight. Another maximum. He's on fire, Chris Gayle.
Yeah, it was coming towards us, isn't it? Spagiza, what a strike. He missed the last game before.